Hello everyone, Pallytem here. Welcome back to Mass Effect. We are going to immediately jump into the galaxy map and head towards Ilos. It seems as though time is of the essence. All paths lead here, and it's a long jump away. In the golden age of the Protheans, Ilos was a verdant world dotted with the spires and arches of magnificent cities. Even casual observation shows this is no longer the case. Ilos has been devastated by means unknown. Its entire surface changed to the color of rust. The atmosphere shows heightening levels of oxygen. Wildfires, presumably ignited by lightning strikes, can be seen burning on the dark side. This indicates that most, if not all, respirating animal life forms have died off. Surface gravity is a comfortable 1.17 Gs. Well, fantastic, let's go. The Citadel didn't want us here. The Council didn't want us here. But what the shepherd goes where he's needed. Let's go stealth mode. Let's go stealth mode. I don't want those guest
Commander?
ships.
We've got company.
Roger that.
Have the sensors picked us up yet?
Well, stealth systems are engaged. Unless we get close enough for a visual, they won't have any idea we're here.
Good.
Picking up some strange readings from the planet's surface.
Take us down, Joker. Lock in on the coordinates.
Negative on that, Commander. The nearest landing zone's 2 clicks away.
We'll never make it in time on foot. Get us something closer.
There is nowhere closer. I've looked.
Drop us in the Mako.
You need at least 100 meters of open terrain to pull off a drop like that. The most I can find near Saren is 20.
Do
20
it!
meters? We'll never get in close enough for a drop.
We have to try.
Find another landing zone.
There is no other landing zone.
The descent angle's too steep.
It's our only option.
It's not an option. It's a suicide run. We don't...
I can do it.
Joker can do it.
Joker,
I can do it.
It's about
gear
the
up and
size
head
of a
down to the
wop rat.
Mako. Joker, drop us right on top of that bastard.
Okay, I just keep thinking about the Death Star scene. It's not much bigger than a wop rat. I've nailed those. You murdered animals, Luke? What? Oh!
You two, keep moving inside now.
Well, he really did land us right on top of him. That was an
We have to get
amazing
inside
landing.
this bunker before Saren finds the conduit. There is no way we're getting past that door with brute force.
Saren found some way to open it. There must be some kind of security override somewhere in this complex.
We will have to find some way to get it up and running again.
Roger that. So back this way, there's probably a way to open the door. Got it. I am picking up enemies on the combat scanners. We brought 2 biotics with us, so let's have some fun with it. Let's begin with a lift. Oh, excuse me. Liara, I am so sorry. Liara's background allows her to maximize her biotic abilities, reduces recharge time of biotics, improve health restored, and recharge time on squat healing. Fantastic. So, I did give her a bunch of equipment. She has the same weapon as Walter Shepard, even with the explosive ammunition. So we are powerhouses with a pistol. Of course, she doesn't have any pistol training. She is a pure biotic. So let's make sure we level up her throw all the way. We level up her lift all the way. We'll do something like this. That works for me. I don't think we need stasis. I think we're going to have plenty of control without it. And the barrier is just to help her because she doesn't have any armor. Maybe I should have put in a few more points into barrier. I'm excited to use singularity here. But first things first, Caden threw this guy into the air. Now we are going to throw him backwards. Let's make sure we aim that properly. And I think once they get out of the map at a certain point, they're just completely out of play. Now we can do the opposite. Liara's gonna lift him, and Caden's gonna shove him. And this is just how we play the game now. I wish I was also a biotic. Let's try Singularity out for the first time. This makes an area of effect that starts to pull these guys around. I love the amount of control that biotics bring to the table. I think it's the most fun part of the game. And then we can start to couple that with Walter Shepard. Let's just start with an AI hack on the Geth Trooper in the back and send him after all of his former allies. We can also supercharge our pistol with marksman and miss as we shoot into the wall. Oh, big boy over there. That's okay, we can do this. Good shots, one to our right. Hello? Well, wait, who's to my right? Oh, I wonder if it's one of the ones that we... Ah! Whoa! I wonder if it's one of the ones that we threw out of here. Holy shit. All right, let's try this again, shall we? Let's hack the closest Geth Trooper. I didn't throw anyone this time, so I don't have to worry about someone being out of the map. We're gonna send that guy forward. He's charging straight for the back line. That's what we wanna see. Although I can't move forward here. There we go, it fixed itself. There is still someone on the scanner way off to the right. I don't know exactly where. That rocket coming in pretty big there. Let's get a hack on the Geth armature. The big thing, the big crab walking guy. We're also going to, ooh. The one in the back is hacked. Let's see if we can crowd control this one with a lift. Looks like the lift was successful. Can we combo that with another lift? And then I'm trying to push it out of bounds, and then both of you shove it at the same time. That didn't work anything like I was hoping. Singularity, please. Oh, and I guess a neural shock won't do anything. You know, putting the one in the back in stasis might not be a bad idea. It is still hacked. Wait a minute, if it's hacked, why don't I just taunt this one and then they'll attack each other? Overloaded shields, sabotage its weapon. The other one's still completely crowd controlled. Wow, that was actually a pretty amazing amount of time. I'm gonna superpower my pistol. Dude's not even looking at me. I mean, this one is. But not the one that can actually attack me. In Mass Effect 2, which apparently we're getting to pretty quickly, I think this might be one of the final missions of the game. The potency of those biotic effects is so much stronger. You can really fling people around. They let you have a lot more fun with the physics. I cannot wait to jump into Mass Effect 2. I'm so excited. I do have some grenades equipped on Walter Shepard. They're cryo grenades. Oh, never mind. I just kept the frag ones. Why did this thing just completely stop shooting at me? Look at that CC. It can't do anything. Okay. Well, it appears that the device is probably in here. There is a hard decryption on the outside. I'll take those. So is this going to be a closed door and we have to work our way around? I'm still a little sketched out by the two enemies displayed on the map that apparently just don't exist or aren't going to come after me. We could take a look at the map. Whoa. Okay. Very big area ahead of us then. So I can either go down a level back at the start or deeper into this area. Into the courtyard. I see. All right, let's keep pushing further into the courtyard then if I'm able to do that from up here. Looks like we are. Let's get Caden to do a throw on this guy. Now that they're all grouped... Wow, that was an amazing throw, Caden. Holy shit. Wait, can we get a throw on him, too? Get them all back in the corner, and then a singularity in the middle. Holy fuck! Grenade! Overload! Shield thing! My camera's not working. I was literally gonna turn my camera on and show you my fucking face of amazement. That was the most badass combo I've ever seen in this game. Biotics are the shit! Looks like we do have some more Geth up ahead. This is just off to the side of where we just were. I saw some rockets flying through, although I don't know where from. Hey, if it's not broken, let's do a singularity here, see what we can pull together. And then while they're stuck in that singularity, we just hit them with all of our AoE spells, or at least our sabotage and our overload. That is a fantastic combo. Liara, we make a good team.
I never dreamed I would actually find Ilos.
And here we are. Oh, more incoming here. Looks like sappers jumping around from the ceiling. I walked past what appears to just be an elevator, but I don't know if I can take it down. There also appears to be an elevator at the end of this pathway. And an elevator over there, so maybe I was supposed to take one of those down. However, here we are. Sappers up ahead. Sappers are a bit of a problem because they can really jump around and avoid a lot of effects, but you know it stops jumping. Singularities. We can push him back against the wall now. Push these guys back against the wall too. And then I'll just throw what I got. Oh, sniper in the back. I don't even see where he went. Feeling really strong in the late game, boys.
This place still has power. It must be running off its own generator.
This must be the command center for the entire complex. Saren's troops must have sealed the doors from here after he went inside.
That makes sense.
We will have to figure out how to disengage the security lockdown if we ever want to get inside that bunker.
Well, lucky for us, I'm an engineer. I can decode anything. Nothing has ever stopped me from decoding it in this entire playthrough so far. I have hacked everything that we've come into contact with. I see enemies at the far end. A massive Geth in the middle. He's going to be my hack target here. And it looks like it wasn't effective. I don't like this guy moving up. I also don't really like where I'm positioned, but luckily we can pause and take a quick look around. Let's shove this guy back. Get a singularity on the... Oh, it's a Geth Prime. Let's get a singularity on him in the middle. Overload. Sabotage. I'm gonna also overcharge my weapon here. And missed all my shots. All right, let's get another... We can't do a push yet. I can try to hack one more time. Come on, Geth Prime. Not successful again. And he got all of his shields back already. Okay. They're very grouped. We can take out the shields. That's not a problem. We can also do a warp right on top of the Geth Prime with Liara because these guys are pretty grouped up. In the back, did this guy just die? I think he did. So we still have our focus on the Geth Prime here. Let's sabotage his weapon. We don't have really many abilities coming offline soon. I don't think this guy is going to have any tech abilities, but fuck it. Let's hit him with it. Looks like it does some damage too. This Geth over on the left side is starting to get away. I'm going to have Kaden focus him. Liara hopefully still has her attention on this guy. Actually, Kaden, why don't you lift him up for me? And push him back as soon as you can use another ability. And then we'll have Liara and myself. Bro. Oh! Where the fuck did he come from? I know the guy bugged out, standing in the middle there, but talk about battlefield superiority. I just saw my allies' health, but other than that, they didn't stand a chance, dude. Override. Done. Easy. Was this one of the... Hello? Are you friendly? I don't know what I overrode. Armature repair station, hard decryption. Is this just repair stations for these crab-walking motherfuckers to come out of? Oh! It's fine, plenty of time. Yeah, they stand up every time I repair one. How many of them are in this room? Well, I woke all of them up, so maybe I was supposed to use them during the fight to help me fight the Geth Prime guy. He did seem like a pretty formidable enemy. Climbing a ramp. I think the security room is right up here. So this will at least get us in the door?
Come, Saren already has a head start. We have to go find him before he reaches the conduit.
Unless he's already found it, then we're just walking into a trap.
That is a chance we will have to take.
Hold on. Something's happening.
Too late. Unable to... Invading fleets. No escape.
Sounds like some kind of message, but I don't recognize the language.
It is probably in Prothean. This recording must be 50,000 years old. No wonder we cannot understand it.
What? Guys, I understood it just fine. What are you talking about?
The message is all broken up, but I recognize some of the words. It's a warning against the Reaper invasion.
Of course. Between the beacons and the cipher, an understanding of the Prothean language would have been transferred into your mind.
Not safe. Seek refuge inside the archives.
What's it saying? Can you make out anything useful?
Fought Reapers. The Citadel. Overwhelmed. Only hope.
Act of desperation. The conduit. All is lost.
I'm only getting small bits.
It said something about the conduit, but it's too degraded to help. We should go.
Cannot be stopped.
Cannot be stopped.
Cannot be stopped.
Well, that's encouraging. Unless it's a prophet and he's talking about me. What a shepherd. I can't be stopped. Looks like if we go underneath the security room, that's going to be our main path forward here. Really cool to bring Liara here while we're, investigating some Prothean technology. That's really neat. Top of the elevator. We do see enemy signatures and barriers already in place. Oh, we've been here. These are the two heat signatures that I couldn't find before. The one I died looking over this ledge for. I thought it was because I threw him out of there, but we didn't use lift or push on those initial enemies this time.
Who votes we take the vehicle into the creepy underground bunker?
You want to take the vehicle in? I bet a lot of people were walking, and then that's literally why they added that voice line.
I have spent my life studying the Protheans, but I never dreamed I would discover anything like this. This bunker might have been the last refuge of their entire species. Just imagine what mysteries it might hold. Imagine what secrets it might reveal.
Hey, try to remember why we're here, Saren, the conduit, the fate of the entire known galaxy.
I am sorry. I was swept up in the moment. I just hope we have the opportunity to study this place in detail after this is done.
I thought Saren would have set some kind of trap or ambush for us. They must have been in too much of a hurry. What are all those things on the wall? Some kind of containers?
They look like stasis pods. The Protheans probably tried to...
Yes? Oh. You didn't, Liara, it's okay. You didn't have to stop talking. What you were saying is a lot more interesting than the Geth that are here. I promise, I wanted to hear it. Oh, I think we're at the end. There's some wiggly... Oh, no, not again. Fool me once, shame on me. Oh, help. Help me. Oh, okay. I've been hanging around Trickster too much, huh? Oh. Can I not go through this? Is it going to stop me?
It's a trap! Saren must have set an ambush.
I do not think Saren is behind this.
You don't? Oh, behind us was closed off too.
I have studied the Protheans for decades, but I have never felt this sense of foreboding. What will we find down there?
I don't know. I just hope that whatever's down here is friendly. We've got enough enemies at the moment.
Is this a loot box? Oh no, this is something very different.
You are not Prothean, but you are not machine either. This eventuality was one of many that was anticipated. This is why we sent our warning through the beacons.
Looks like some kind of VI program. Pretty badly damaged.
I do not sense the taint of indoctrination upon any of you. Unlike the other that passed recently, perhaps there is still hope.
This is incredible. An actual Prothean VI, and I can understand it.
I have been monitoring your communications since you arrived at this facility. I have translated my output into a format you will comprehend. My name is Vigil. You are safe here for the moment, but that is likely to change. Soon, nowhere will be safe.
He is so loud, it almost sounds like it's clipping inside of the game. So I don't know how he's going to sound in our recording. So sorry if that's weird. What are you?
Are you some kind of artificial intelligence program?
I am an advanced non-organic analysis system with personality imprints from Kesad Aishan, Chief Overseer of the Ilos Research Facility.
What do you want?
Why did you bring me here?
You must break a cycle that has continued for millions of years. But to stop it, you must understand, or you will make the same mistakes we did. The Citadel is the heart of your civilization and the seat of government, as it was with us, and as it has been with every civilization that came before us. But the Citadel is a trap. The station is actually an enormous mass relay, one that links to dark space, the empty void beyond the galaxy's horizon.
Holy shit!
When the Citadel relay is activated, the Reapers will pour through, and all you know will be destroyed.
And Saren's going to activate it? How is it that there's no... So I understand that the Citadel was here before our council alien species made it to the Citadel. I understand that. But wouldn't there be some remnant of the past civilization there? Like, I'm sure we would have some pictures thrown about, especially inside of, like, in our living quarters or something. Does all of that just get fried? And does this mean the Keepers work for the Reapers? Those little guys we scanned really early on in the series? Does that mean they're literally just keeping the Citadel alive as a trap? Okay.
How come nobody ever noticed the Citadel was an inactive mass relay?
The Reapers are careful to keep the greatest secrets of the Citadel hidden. That is why they created a species of seemingly benign organic caretakers. The Keepers maintain the station's most basic functions. They enable any species that discovers the Citadel to use it without fully understanding the technology. Reliance on the Keepers ensures no other species will ever discover the Citadel's true nature, not until the relay is activated and the Reapers invade.
Well, I guess that answers that question.
How do the Reapers survive out in dark space?
We have only theories. The researchers here came to believe the Reapers enter prolonged states of inactivity to conserve energy. This allows them to survive the thousands and thousands of years it takes for organic civilization to rebuild itself. But in this state, they are vulnerable. By retreating beyond the edges of the galaxy, they ensure no one will accidentally discover them. They keep their existence hidden until the Citadel relay is activated.
Doesn't sound like we're going to get a session. Well, I agree with both of these. Except I read this one wrong, so I guess I'm going to go with the middle one.
If he turns on the relay, the Reapers can wipe out the Council and the Citadel fleet in one fell swoop.
That was our fate. Our leaders were dead before we even realized we were under attack. The Reapers seized control of the Citadel, and through it, the mass relays. Communication and transportation across our empire were crippled. Each star system was isolated, cut off from the others. Easy prey for the Reaper fleets. Over the next decades, the Reapers systematically obliterated our people. World by world, system by system, they methodically wiped us out.
You didn't surrender. It doesn't seem like they cared.
Some of you must have managed to survive.
Through the Citadel, the Reapers had access to all our records, maps, census data. Information is power, and they knew everything about us. Their fleets advanced across every settled region of the galaxy. Some worlds were utterly destroyed. Others were conquered, their populations enslaved. These indoctrinated servants became sleeper agents under Reaper control. Taken in as refugees by other Protheans, they betrayed them to the machines. Within a few centuries, the Reapers had killed or enslaved every Prothean in the galaxy. They were relentless, brutal, and absolutely thorough.
How can we stop them is definitely the most, direct to the point. But why? Why do they do any of this?
What do the Reapers get out of this? Why do they keep repeating this pattern of genocide over and over?
The Reapers are alien, unknowable. Perhaps they need slaves or resources. More likely they are driven by motives and goals organic beings cannot hope to comprehend. In the end, what does it matter? Your survival depends on stopping them, not in understanding them.
I don't understand. Where did the Reapers go after they conquered your people?
Our worlds were stripped bare, harvested by the indoctrinated slaves. Everything of value, all resources, all technology was taken. Certain that all advanced organic life had been extinguished, the Reapers retreated back through the Citadel relay into dark space, sealing it behind them. All evidence of the Reaper invasion had been wiped away. Only their indoctrinated slaves were left behind, abandoned. Mindless husks, no longer capable of independent thought, the indoctrinated soon starved or died of exposure. The genocide of the Protheans was complete.
How do I stop them?
You said you brought me here for a reason. Tell me what I need to do.
The conduit is the key. Before the Reapers attacked, we Protheans were on the cusp of unlocking the mysteries behind mass relay technology. Ilos was a top-secret facility. Here, researchers worked to create a small-scale version of a mass relay, one that linked directly to the Citadel, the hub of the relay network.
The conduit is not a weapon. It is a backdoor onto the Citadel.
Go on.
What happened next?
We severed all communication with the outside, and our facility went dark. The personnel retreated underground into these archives. To conserve resources, everyone was put into cryogenic stasis. I was programmed to monitor the facility and wake the staff when the danger had passed. But the genocide of an entire species is a long, slow process. Years passed, decades, centuries. The Reapers persisted, and my energy reserves were dwindling.
What did you do?
How did you survive?
I began to disable the life support of non-essential personnel. First support staff, then security. One by one, their pods were shut down to conserve energy. Eventually, only the stasis pods of the top scientists remained active. Even these were in danger of failing when the Reapers finally retreated back through the Citadel relay.
There were hundreds of stasis pods out there. You just shut them down? You killed them?
Well, if he didn't, he wouldn't be here to give us this warning. I don't do very many of these, but it's terrible to lose life. But if stopping this cycle is the only way to preserve the galaxy, then I think it was necessary.
You couldn't let everyone die. Better to sacrifice some so others could live.
This outcome was not completely unforeseen. My actions were a result of contingency programming entered on my creation.
I bet they didn't tell the non-essential staff about this contingency.
I bet they
I
didn't.
saved key personnel. When the Reapers retreated, the top researchers were still alive. My actions are the only reason any hope remains. When the researchers woke, they realized the Prothean species was doomed. There were only a dozen individuals left, far too few to sustain a viable population. Yet they vowed to find some way to stop the Reapers from returning. A way to break the cycle forever. And they knew the Keepers were the key.
What about the conduit?
I still don't understand what's going on here. Why is Saren trying to find the conduit?
Because it's a
The
back
conduit
door!
gives him access to the Citadel. The Keepers
I watch
are
a ship
controlled
and
by
you
the
already know
Citadel.
that!
Before each invasion, a signal is sent through the station compelling the Keepers to activate the Citadel relay. After decades of feverish study, the scientists discovered a way to alter this signal. Using the conduit, they gained access to the Citadel and made the modifications. This time, when Sovereign sent the signal to the Citadel, the Keepers ignored it. The Reapers are trapped in dark space.
How can they come back, though?
Saren must have some plan to undo everything you did.
The one you call Saren will use the conduit to bypass the Citadel's defenses. Once inside, he will transfer control of the station to Sovereign. Sovereign will override the Citadel systems and manually open the relay, and the cycle of extinction will begin again.
Not this fucking time, it won't.
I'll take Sovereign down. Somehow.
There's a data file in my console. Take a copy when you go. When you reach the Citadel's master control unit, upload it to the station. It will corrupt the Citadel's security protocols and give you temporary control of the station. It might give you a chance against Sovereign.
Wait, where's the Citadel's master control unit? I've never heard of anything like that.
Through the conduit, follow Saren. He will lead you to your destination.
All right, let's move.
Saren's got enough of a head start. Grab that data file and let's go.
Shepard, are you sure? Who knows how much longer Vigil will be here? Even now the projection is weak. This might be our only chance to speak with it, our only link to the knowledge of the Protheans. It is the opportunity of a lifetime.
Oh, man. Okay, I didn't foresee this. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. Yeah, but your work doesn't matter, so let's go. I mean... There really isn't a lot of time here. There really isn't.
It might know something useful.
I will provide whatever information I can. My data banks, however, are limited to information directly related to stopping the Reaper invasion.
What happened to the survivors from the Conduit project?
They used the conduit to gain access to the Citadel, but the conduit is only a prototype. The portal only links in one direction, so they were trapped on the station. I do not know what became of them then. It is unlikely they found any food or water on the station. I fear they suffered a slow, grim death. I only know they succeeded in their mission to seal the relay. Your presence here proves their sacrifice was not in vain.
I mean, that's kind of cool. So we might find, like, Prothean remains on the Citadel when we get there.
So when the Reapers created the Citadel, they created the Keepers as well?
A more likely scenario is that the Keepers were one of the early harvested civilizations, perhaps the very first. Perhaps they responded well to indoctrination, or the Reapers simply bred them to be obedient. In any case, they were left behind to operate and maintain the Citadel. But the Keepers are no longer directly controlled by Sovereign or its ilk. They evolved so that they only respond to the signals emitted by the Citadel itself. When the Protheans altered the Citadel's signals, they broke Sovereign's hold over the Keepers. Now, they are completely harmless.
Sovereign must have realized that organic races were difficult to control.
A likely hypothesis. The Keepers evolved in an unanticipated direction. Non-organic servants like the Geth would be more predictable.
That's interesting.
What about the beacon on Eden Prime? And the one on Vermeer? What were they for?
At our apex, the beacons spanned the breadth of our empire. We used them as a single galaxy-wide network to transmit data and communications rapidly from world to world. Virtually all the beacons were destroyed during the invasion, but once the Reapers were gone, the survivors here on Ilos decided to risk sending out a message. We knew it was unlikely there were other survivors, but if there were, we wanted them to know about Ilos. We wanted to give them hope, so a message was sent across the network.
You could have exposed yourself to the Reapers.
In truth, we didn't expect any of the beacons would still function, but we had to try. If there were survivors, we had to reach them. The message was meant for our own people. It was coded so only organic beings could interpret it. We still didn't understand the power of Reaper indoctrination. We never realized it could lead an agent of the machines, like Saren, to this world. But it has also led you here. So perhaps we did not fail after all.
All right, last one.
If the Reapers are trapped in dark space, how did Sovereign get here?
It is logical to assume the Reapers would leave one of their own behind after each extinction. A sentinel to pave the way for their inevitable return. Like those in dark space, Sovereign probably spent most of the last 50,000 years in a state of hibernation. Periodically, it would wake to analyze the situation. Keeping its existence hidden, it would evaluate the state of galactic civilization. And when the time was right, it would signal the Citadel and usher in the next Reaper invasion. But this time the signal failed. The Keepers did not respond. Sovereign's allies were trapped in the void. Alone, it was forced to try and discover what had gone wrong.
Sovereign's the largest ship in the galaxy. Why all this secrecy? Why not just attack the Citadel?
Sovereign is not invincible. Revealing its true nature would have united the forces of every organic species against it. Even a Reaper couldn't survive such odds.
Let's hope that's true.
But the Reapers are patient. They will not rush into the unknown. Sovereign could have been planning this for centuries, moving deliberately, gathering allies. Slowly, it has assembled the pieces of the puzzle, working through agents to keep itself hidden. Saren is the most visible pawn of the Reapers, but I doubt he was the first. Now Sovereign has grown bold. Whether from confidence or desperation, I cannot say. But it is determined to reopen the portal to dark space.
All right, that's all we can do, Lee. All right, it's time to go.
I've got the file. Come on.
The one you call Saren has not reached the conduit. Not yet. There is still hope if you hurry.
Walter Hurry Shepard's my middle name.